Is very bad. See, actually, this is the blame has to be blamed by the principal employer, that is the BMRCL, and contractor. Both are held responsible for the events, because anything happens by the contractor, he has to look after the BMRCL officers and particular engineers. They have to look after the viability and quality of the work, safety of the work, and what are the parameters that have been taken as per the rules, as per the statutory warnings. That they are not been made. Because what happens, the civil work is doing by the contractor, what way he is doing contractor work is doing, that has to inspect time and again they have to do. That they have not been made by the BMRCL officials. And unless finally it has been happened, it has been collapsed. That is to say, I can say that this is a murder. This is a murder, because innocent fellows, what they did for the incident, they lost 2 lives, because the negligence of the work made by the BMRCL and contractor. Particularly BMRCL has to be more viable, and also we have to prosecute the concerned officer in charge, and instead of prosecuting the small persons or some engineers or something, they don't know, they don't have any capacity to do all these things, and held responsibility. End of the department, head of the department is MD, BMRCL has to be prosecuted. So far not prosecuted, it is unfortunate.
Sir, now Republic also posed this question to the BMRCL MD Anjum Parvez. We asked him to resign, but with a smile on his face, with a smirk on his face, he stated that will my resignation bring back the dead? We understand that his resignation will not bring back the dead, but shouldn't he take up some sort of moral responsibility and accountability for this incident?
Definitely, he has to resign. He has to resign, because he has held responsible. I am particularly speaking, he is held responsible because his negligence of the management, particularly managing director, has to be prosecuted, or he has to resign from the BMRCL. Because suppose if he is a continue, like that only similar incident will happen. Definitely it will happen, because he is not actually a metro man. He is not knowledge of the metro and metro activities. He is an IAS officer, it may be, but he don't have knowledge of it. See, knowledgeable person has to be appointed in the metro, that particularly managing director and board of directors, because they can discharge the duty with knowledgeable way. Particularly, what knowledge MD are having about metro and all these things, and he has to resign. And he has been transferred. But I am requesting the government of Karnataka to resign, or he has to take back to the other department. He should not put any other transport sector, because the transport sector is very, very important sector. This one. This is very, very important thing, that he has to take responsibilities of the innocent person's lives.
Well, we just heard that conversation, the workers' union official pinning the blame on the MD, saying, in fact, using the word murderer there for the MD, but clearly no accountability on part of him. Take us to what has been coming in from those, the MD also at this point. Are they willing to take any responsibility? And also that structure which you said was just about to collapse, any action so far by the officials?
Samiksha, there has been no sort of action that has been taken, because this is something which, the Republic Civic Apathy campaign is focusing on. Now and again, we have been pointing out to the lapses which has been happening by the officials of the BMRCL. So the main officials who were behind behind this particular pillar which collapsed on the Hennur road have still not been named on the FIR. We get to understand that another person who is a junior engineer with the BMRCL has been named as accused number 9 in the FIR. But where are the main officials of the BMRCL now? At least the contractors, owners, directors, the company have been named here. But the BMRCL officials are going scot-free. Even the executive director of the BMRCL will have to take blame, because Mr. Siddanagowda Hegga Reddy, who is the chief engineer for civil works in BMRCL, he is the one who maintains and monitors all the projects across the entire city of Bengaluru. So he was the one that we have gone on to confront, and he has not taken any sort of accountability. And this man is clueless. He's completely clueless. He does not know about the structure of the entire soil, about the structure of Bengaluru city, where the TBM is passing through. There have been only permissions given to 21 elevated structures. But what about the remaining things is something which is happening now. Because what is happening is now that wherever the metro construction site is going on and taking place, the construction work is taking place in Bengaluru, the area around it, at least over 500 meters to 1 kilometer, is prone to some some sort of damage now. And the best example was what happened near Shule Circle in Brigade Road, just 200 meters away from the metro construction site, where where a part of the road caved into a depth of around 6 feet and 5 feet in width as well. So the TBMs are passing through many lines, and this was part of the pink line. We are also seeing purple line, there is green line, and there are other lines connecting the metros together. So are you saying that the entire city of Bengaluru is prone to such a sinkhole and caving in if the metro work happens? That means to say that at least 40 to 50% of the lives of motorists are at risk in Bengaluru. But the BMRCL has still not gone on and released any sort of detailed information or instructions to the motorists who are passing by on this road. It happened on the outer peripheral ring road. It happened on Bannerghatta main road now. So how many more lives should be lost before the BMRCL goes on, wakes up and takes some sort of action? Because their engineers, even their executive director is as clueless as anybody. So how can the common layman be protected?
Well, absolutely, Prajwal. So, like you're telling us, the MD is not willing to take responsibility for the same. In fact, let's just play out that report that you'd filed, giving us a reality check of the metro construction sites in Bengaluru.
Republic TV is going on to conduct a reality check at the metro sites across the city of Bengaluru after a tragic collapse of a metro pillar claimed the lives of two innocent citizens as well. And seems like now finally the BMRCL authorities have woken up. Why we say this is because of the fact that there has already been signboards which has been installed which says metro work in progress, go slow. And apart from that, now finally we are also seeing additional safety signs as well as signatures being put here, and there is a mannequin which has been placed which goes on to state that there is a construction work in progress. So this goes on to highlight the fact that the motorist will have to be careful here. And apart from that, we are also seeing several other additional signboards over here which shows that the work is in progress, but at the same point of time they have also gone on to illuminate this entire portion, because initially these symbols were not illuminated. In the night, it causes a lot of problems, especially for two-wheelers to be passing by if they are not illuminated in the dark. But finally, they have put some illuminating stickers, materials across, which is going on to give a clear clarity for the motorists as well. And even when we shift our focus to the opposite, we can see that there were debris lying around a few days ago, but now finally seems like there has been a clear motorway for the residents to pass by. But we will want to focus on that side of the road there, where we can see that a partial part of the road's asphalting has been taken off completely, which has created a sort of caving in which has happened as well, which will pose to be problems for two-wheelers if they are passing by, and there are high chances that they might fall as well. So all said and done now,